Hello Facebook, hello YouTube, it's Kevin at Heritage Cattle Company. New planter arrived last night. It's a Monosum 2008 air planter, 4-row. We had to narrow it up a little bit. It was 38-inch rows. We narrowed it up to 30-inch rows. And I took the fertilizer boxes off. We got some work to do with those. And some other things to do to it, but getting it ready for springtime. This planter was bought at an auction. That would be Sakura auction. And was used for vegetables. These are, this is an air pump here. I don't see a whole lot of things on YouTube. I tried to look them up. Didn't find a whole lot. But it's a air planter. These are all the sprockets that change your seed spacing and population, things like that. I have the hopper off of this one. We had to move these row units over. Big shout out to Travis and Nate and Owen and Blake and of course Barodi for helping me with that. So we got all these switched over. You can see these are 2 bushel hoppers. Does have a monitor on it. The drive tire here was a little flat, so we're working on that. That's right here. So we'll get that taken care of. This is the monitor. It's an MPM2. It has population settings, speed, field totals, field acreages, all that good stuff. So should be a pretty decent monitor. But nice nice little planter. That's going to replace my 800 Cyclo that's in the outside building right now. So we'll show you this as we progress along. It should take just a week or so, and we'll have the fertilizer hoppers back on and ready to plant. We're going to plant soybeans with it, corn this year, so pretty excited. So yeah, that's the new planter. You know, I got to thinking, with this new planter coming, maybe I'll give you a peek at the old one. We'll go out. There's the fertilizer hoppers for those. That's I got to replace the dry fertilizer augers on these. They get rusty as anything fertilizer does. You can see they're all rusty in there. Get this opened up. See how bad that is. So you can replace just those augers, which I will do. Let's go take a walk out to this building we call the museum, the International Harvester Museum. There's a few International Harvester items in there. You can see the nose of the 4166 there. Go out. Here's the building. So this is what we call the museum. This building actually was a grain building. It was our granary. I'll swing this around and show you. There was 4 compartments in here. There was compartments over here and then compartments over here that had grain in them. That grain would be augered from the top there, you can see. There's a little door up here that the grain would go in, right in there somewhere. We had an auger up there, and then a auger would run along here and then come in these buildings. Then you'd walk in this aisleway and shovel it out to feed animals. But I had that redone, and this is my little International Harvester tribute area. Here, check this out. This is a McCormick Deering hammer mill. I got several years ago, probably 10 years ago or so. All original shape, pretty good shape. I'm gonna use it this summer, so I'll have to record that for you. It's for making feed. Owner's manual to it. Number 6 hammer mill. This is actually an ice cream machine. Made ice cream quite a bit on it. That's a McCormick Deering LB engine right there. And my grandson's pedal tractor. And a little McCormick Deering sheller. This is a fanning mill that my dad owns. He bought a long time ago. The original door out of the farmhouse that my grandma and grandpa had. And a table setting that was my wife's grandmother's. This is a Farmall Cub. Really low serial number one. This one is serial number 689, and every tractor starts out at 500, so 501's the first one. So this is within 180 of being the very first Farmall Cub ever produced. You know, a nice little one. Bought that for my kid when he was little. He took it to shows and stuff. This here is pretty cool. This is a held hauler, and my grandpa ordered that in the 70s out of a catalog, and it came in pieces in a box. He put it all together and then used it around the farm for a long time. He passed away. I bought it from the family and repainted it and Linexed it, and we'd take it to shows and stuff. Pretty nifty. This box dumps, which is kind of cool. And in memory of Floyd E. Clore, it's my grandpa. Used to own this farm that we're on right now. These here are International Harvester refrigerators. This is a 1952 Decorator refrigerator. This was actually in our house for quite a while. You can see the little butter tray in there, old freezer area. This had an egg tray at one time, but the reason they called this a Decorator model is because this right here, this handle, would come off and you could replace it with any of these colors. These are the colors I was able to find that were still available to match your kitchen. And you can see that's a old poster of it. So that was the old Decorator models. This here is an International Harvester freezer that is also a 52. And this was in our basement for, we used it all the time for, gosh, probably 10 years. Working when I unplugged it, a little light pops on. This is another International freezer. This is a model 70. This one I never had plugged in. I found it somewhere online or something a while ago and just bought it. See the old IH. International Harvester was a heck of a company. At one time, they were the largest producer of internal combustion engines in the world. This is International Harvester freezer, and it's packed with just books and all International Harvester stuff. I've been collecting stuff for a long time, a lot of years. I've got quite a few tractors. Them are old hubcaps. Some vehicle ads, freezer ads. See right there. Meet a friend of the family. Freezer ad. This is a lot of different International Harvester stuff right there. I think I have, these are like back when all the pop bottles were glass. These are like if you opened one and didn't want to finish it, these are stops that they made. So you put that on top of your soda bottle and save it for later. Business card holder. This is a original sticker from the Springfield Works in Ohio. So they made a lot of the vehicles. IH penetrating oil, little toothpick or earplug holder things, contact sets. So a lot of memorabilia here. This was a fencer, international cattle fencer. And that poster there is kind of just a big replica of what the inside of a dealership might be. Old IH dealership. So, kind of cool, to me anyway. So, we'll go through here in this door and take a look at that planter. I will show you a couple pictures, if you can see that. This is of the farm one summer, probably 25, 30 years ago. My dad's combine. We had all the wagons lined up. I think we were doing wheat or something. And this is my dad and son. And you can see him sitting on, this is Ethan, my oldest son, sitting on that fender. Same place I sat for many, many years. This is my wife on her C, crossing the bridge. So we'll zip in here real quick. The rest of our tractors are at, not all of them, but our tractors that are restored are at my dad's up the street. So this room here is kind of a little drive-through. See an International clock on the wall here. These are all original brochures for trucks, travel-alls, some tractors up here. International 2+2. Over here is a Farmall H that my great uncle, no, it'd be my great grandpa had, and then after him, his son-in-law had it, and then after him, my uncle Victor owned it, and then I bought it, had it restored, and just had it in parades and things like that. Quite a few parades. It's been across the Mackinac Bridge, and I'll show you the story on that. Over here, here's my old planter. That's going to be for sale, by the way. So if you know anybody looking for an International Cyclo 800 planter, it's got a Kelderman fold, so it's an 8-row, but it folds up pretty conveniently, as you can see. So that's those units folded right up. Fold up pretty nice. And then you can see I got some more original brochures and things like that. I think there's probably some owner's manuals up there. So, yeah, a little bit of a International Farmall freak. Guess they're worth things to be addicted to, I suppose. So these ones here are kind of cool. This is a tractor that is not here. It's at my dad's. We keep it at my dad's, but my grandpa, this is the only tractor my grandfather bought brand new. It's a 59 460 diesel, and this just kind of shows the story of it, restoration process, and then when it was done, restored. I'll show that to you sometime. This is a Farmall 300, just signs that we put when we're at a show. Farmall 300 I have, that's also at my dad's. This is the H that's sitting right here. This is the story behind that. This is that door I showed you a minute ago, is the other side of this storm door. That's the original farmhouse that's here where we live. This is the H that's sitting right here. My Uncle Alfred, back in 1955 on his 15th birthday. This is that H actually hauling away the old house. And then my grandpa and my cousin Steve cutting wood. So I'll back this out. You can pause it and read it if you have any interest in it. And then this is about that Farmall Cub that I just showed you. So it would have been built within the first month or two of production on that one. So anyway, this is kind of a quick view of the museum, was what I call it. But yeah, this planter is going to be for sale here as soon as the weather clears up nice and I get that new planter put together. I'll show you one more building since we're out and about. I'll be back with you in a sec. So let's go in another building here. This is where I keep my truck. This is a 1975 International Loadstar with 20,000 actual miles on it. This is something I picked up last year, same year I am. You can see it's a nice old truck. Always used as a grain truck. It was bought in Breckenridge new. I got all the original documentation to it. Undercoated locally from Z-Bart. Receipts are in there. With, I wish you could smell Mothball City. Wayland Sales, it was sold from. And it's got, get up here, 26,066 miles on it. And she is a beaut. Beautiful truck, love it. We do use it, haul grain. But, see, it's got a nice grain body. I believe it's a Midwestern grain body on it. Yeah, Midwest grain body. You can see up in here. Yeah, nice shape. Got that from a gentleman in Coleman. Here's my Haybine Case IH SMX 91. This is my dad's 1972 International 856. 4,000 original hours on it. He bought it in about 74 or 5. I use it sparingly now. One day I'll have it restored. I've loved this since I was just a little chap. But that's where my son was sitting, right up on this fender here. Same place I sat for years and years. I'd sit on the fender and hold on to this little handle here. And now I've seen my son when he was just a little shit sitting on it with my dad. And my grandson's been on it too now, so pretty cool piece of history. Plus it's international, so I kind of obviously get into stuff like that. Yeah, I have a fishing addiction too, as you can tell. So here we go. Just wanted to give you a little bit of a view of a couple of the things we use around the farm. That truck being one of them. And then that corn planter. A nice piece of history right here. Shit. That's nice. Nice little cow pie. I just stepped right in because I wasn't paying attention.